to use its first timeout of the half. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give is to Miller. And some room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll try the toss to the left. Quick spin on the ride. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died. As soon as it hit the ground, beautiful job.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Hard running there. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Got it in the middle. It's Miller. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. Well, here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for you.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 30. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Texas.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Steps away to find some room. There's a live football. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. Touchdown, Longhorns. The defense putting on the board.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Alabama pushing the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
DKR heating up and It's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They punt it away on 4th down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. They're working that left side, and they're able to get him on the ground. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum, that would have been the way to do it.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Got a man. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Yeah, listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body...
Sprinting away! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Lets it fly. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just...
It's a running room. There he goes. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Knocked down for the tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air, it's Simpson. Working that left side now. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown tie! And the comeback is on.
They decided to go for it on fourth down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on fourth down, it's a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. How in the world did he miss that? They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's loose. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Trying to set up the screen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Off the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. He makes a grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense.
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. Plows going the other way, and he's got room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's
a lot of space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
To the air, it's Simpson. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking for the 2-point try. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it.
It's a seam wide open. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game.
Ernie on the Jets. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Hard-hitting tackle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate. They played motivated. They played a
you coming, but I know you ain't coming back again. You coming Bama again, you sure? Can you hear me? Who you bumming? Can you hear me? Yeah, who you calling? Yeah, State, how you feeling? We gonna come in as all white. Actually, no, we'll come back up. And that gold, you did.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Make some noise, boys.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
They thought we was about to go to the house, huh, brother? You too. We have some weapons over here, brother. You better watch out. We got some defense. We gonna get jiggy. Go get it. Go ahead, take your time, right? You say old blue with the seal paper.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, you're not going to let me get that off?
Off the sack at the 20.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
This game about making statements. We gonna make the first statement. We just make a statement. Let's continue.
Off play action on first down.
Let's continue.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry up.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Under fire. Complete to the left. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
There.
Touchdown, Penn State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the...
Lost one deep down the right side. Wrapped it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Starting to feel a little pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Like I said, less than a minute.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
Come on, defense.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
Blocking.
They'll give it to the back.
Yep.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
He's trying to get a little bit of hurt.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right?
I
see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Aller. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 27.
Well, how's that for
Maybe
being
you know that was
aggressive
some
early in the
bullshit.
game, 4th down in your own territory, and
Maybe you
go
know that was
for
some
it. And then
bullshit.
your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of
Yeah, I wanna get
momentum,
that for you,
and stay
something
on the
like that.
field. That is impressive.
Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I like that.
Well,
That
they're
was
able to
good.
get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And the streaks coming off the edge,
The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Good shit, boy.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Yeah, we want
And the
to
Nittany Lions line up and punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You go from the other side of the field. I swear to help you out.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to adjust the pattern. They try to get it outside on the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
I thought you was another guy, bro. You remember last game? I remember the best over 100-something yards on you.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy. Reese on the other side, and Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch.
Oh
And the
my!
quarterback runs
Oh
out of time,
man!
and down he goes at the 38.
That's the broadcast.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quick complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dances away. The short hands. It's Durham. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete downfield. And he'll move his way
Thank you.
forward
That's
to the
good.
first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. He's in open space downfield. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
He don't know what to
How about
do.
that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Safe completion on the screen. Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Running back searching for a hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Turning it on.
This
They
nigga just
finally
throwing the
get
ball
to
out
him,
there,
but
y'all. Come
what
on,
a
man.
play there to pick up the 1st down.
They
After
just
that
gonna
long
make it
completion
feel
for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to pass. It's Aller. Here's a heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And back up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish a first half. Now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Extra point here will tie the game.
Oh, good. We got 33 seconds. 3 timeouts. 2 out of 5. Let's get it.
That scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Everybody got kind of quiet.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Open space at the 25. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
What's the numbers looking like, better? 237 and 165.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
2 TDs compared to 3. You tell me, man.
And he'll just
you see how the sun going out. Sun's going down, man. So a quarter of them lights to be on, boy. Oh, yeah.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks the tackle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Get it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Power football.
Oh, wow.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Can't get him to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I have to make sure you still have a voice.
That's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball.
Untouched.
This guy has
What game
the
are you
ability
watching?
with his speed to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
What game is you watching, man?
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going to the running game. Find some fresh air.
Oh, my.
He's going to lose a yard on that
Oh, my.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman
That
Trophy,
was
but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach.
And he will be sacked.
Why you don't want to put in?
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. Touchdown.
Oh, that little ding is right on cue, brother. They kept the lights on. Hold on. There was that little ding happened. He caught that real first,
They're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way.
You can't talk to you still.
On that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
Hey there.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
From the gun, the ground game. Lots of running room. There he goes. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
This nigga got a dub, bro. That's
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
I'm gonna take
That
him
drive
for
took
the
no
heart.
time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
You in a close game. You got the number 2 team.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own
This
21.
can be upset.
They'll run it from the gun.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He is having a day, and there's still ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not
Oh,
let
well,
that
you
guy
niggas can't
beat
be
you.
stopped,
He's
bro.
just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You gotta find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
So I'm gonna let me put my first here. You can do. We're gonna get the first stop, bro.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
This one with this one back on the ground.
Offense in an empty set. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
You're welcome.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
You ready?
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run the screen. It's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel comfortable because right now, It's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start.
It was nervous, boy. Anything hit that click. I'm waiting on you to click, though. You spooked.
First play of this drive
Best
comes
receiver
from the
you've seen here. That's
27.
it.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Quarterback moving. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they can't make the connection on third down. control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's Singleton. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Campbell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Dude, everybody on the sidelines is saying, you can't turn the football over there. You got to take care of it. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead late in the game. Big, huge, dumb mistake.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Smashes him with the stiff arm, and now he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, LSU! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra
So
point
so
is
late, man. He
scored
always
now in the
thinks
4th.
right.
They're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man.
Oh, crazy play fake.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Aller. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum.
Got room on the return. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 20 line. Right back to the well. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the